Welcome to today's webinar. My name's Andrew Talbot, and I'm going to take you through some clever ways for retailers to harness the full potential of personalised and on-demand products. So let's start off by saying, why bother? You know, if I'm in retail, big or small, why would I be interested in personalised and on-demand products? Well, in simple terms, in difficult times, there aren't many product areas where you've got double-digit growth, and personalised and on-demand has been proven to be growing at double-digit growth. If you want more information on this sort of area, pop to the blog area on our Custom Gateway website. We've got various different research, so this is quite a useful one. How big is the global personalised gifts market? And it gives you some proper research on how big the market is and how fast it's growing. Generally, if you're in retail, you want to be involved in something that's growing fast. But there are lots of other benefits too. So the on-demand model means you don't need to stock as much because things are printed or delivered on demand. Print on demand means virtually you can add unlimited choice, limited editions, special designs without costing you more. So in the world of the long tail, it gives the consumer more choice. And personalisation generally means higher profit margins. There's good research and facts on the web that shows personalised products are selling for higher prices, hence higher margins, than non-personalised products. And it also makes a quick response possible. So it's quite feasible in the world of on-demand for an event to happen in the world today and for us to be selling products related to that event tomorrow. So that's why we think people want to bother. The other thing that's just worth clarifying, I know we do this a lot, but it's the world we live in. Custom Gateway are here to help you enable on-demand. It's just to go through what the types of products are. So you have a customised product, which is in essence when you upload something personalised, an image or something to the product. You have a print-on-demand product, where the designs are pre-done, but the products aren't stocked. And a new type really that's becoming increasingly popular, with is dropship stock. So it's when the stock isn't in your warehouse, isn't paid for, but when somebody orders it, you can still get that to the client. So at Custom Gateway, we enable all three of those different types. So perhaps now onto the important bit, the tricks and tips. So number one is smart codes. Now, a lot of you find it difficult or time consuming to get changes made to your website, whether you're a large corporation or a small company. So what smart codes do, they do everything on the server. So let me give you an example. This is a mug set up on Amazon that can be personalised. And if you click there, you can type in a name. So all you need to do to use a smart code is be able to capture a text field. Then, if we go back to our slide, we can then, once we've got the order, you can either do a bit of programming and use our API, or in simple terms, you could download a CSV from Amazon or your website and upload it to our system, or even some people place the order manually if they're just testing something. But the point being that by just capturing a text field, obviously it limits the range of products you can get into, but it gets you going almost instantly. And we have another little tool, which you can see here. Instead of a preview, you can have a smart link, which we'll talk about in a minute, that's a no preview. So you can just capture text fields. What this really means is you can get going quickly. So a tip or trick number one is you don't have to do loads of website development to get into this market. You can try it. You can just capture a text field somewhere, you can get started. We can also use the same methodology for print on demand. So you can publish the products on your website as if they're normal products. And then we set up in our system a mapping. So when the order comes in, it knows to generate the artwork and send it to the appropriate printer. So tip one, smart codes make it fast to get into the market. Tip two, smart links. Now, smart links drive conversion with live preview. It's pretty simple, really, this theory. And I'll use an example in a minute for you. you buy things more when you can see them. If you can't preview them, you can't see them, hence your conversion rates are less. From our research, we reckon your conversion rates will increase by up to 50% by having a preview. Not on all products, but certainly types. So I'm just going to use this example here of a gaming controller. And I'm just going to choose a picture. So I've put a tiger skin pattern on there. So immediately I can see what I'm buying. And then we talk about the gamification or preview. So we've got a bit of fun there now. If you want to go on to preview, you can actually do a 3D preview. So our system allows you, so then we can look at how that, and it just gives you that little bit of extra control to be able to play with something and look at it. And it's also got another nice feature which we know increases sales. If you hit Save Design, that allows you to type in your email and it'll email you your design. And that contains a unique add to cart link. So if you then in the future go back to your email, see your design, you can then reorder from your email. It'll take you back to your website with the design already loaded. And using Save Design and Preview, we think you can drive substantially your conversion rates. So that's tip 2, really. It also allows people, another thing we've got in, not sort of in the gamification type world, is you don't have to have a product for each of these, rare bird images. If you like, you can go onto them and you can have a bit of fun by customizing or collaging. And this is when we start to talk about the gamification or having one product here, but that's really a range of products in terms of looking at the different images that can be had. So tip 1, quick way to get started. Tip 2, how to get more conversions. Now I know this is a whistle-stop tour, so please stop by our website, custom-gateway.com, if you want more information or get in touch. So the next tip is photo upload. Now you probably didn't notice because of the breakneck speed at which I'm moving through these things, but if you went onto here, you'll see that of the personalised market, 32% of it is what we would call photo upload. So I'm going to use an example here of a canvas. I've got a 3D, it doesn't always have to be 3D. And when I hit add image here now, you can see that we've enabled a load of different image sources because people store their images in lots of different places now. And once you've got our smart link on your website, you can do any photo product. Now, let's just go and grab something off the computer. So we'll just use a different pattern for now, where it will upload. And interestingly here, I've got some validation. Your image does not reset, I don't mind, or reset image. So that's now just stretch that image around the areas on the system. But the beauty of the add image is you unlock a whole market, 32%, that you may not currently have access to. And in the market we live in now, you can print photos on almost anything. Home decor is a big growing market. And one of my next tips about our virtual product warehouse in a minute is we can provide you suppliers for all of these things if you don't have the capability or the supply chain in-house. So don't ignore photo upload. It's 32% of the market, and you do need all the image sources. So that's tip 3. So tip number 4 is what we call our virtual product warehouse. Now, what we've done here is, because we've been involved in the on-demand world for a while, we've put together the largest collection, we believe, in the world of personalised products and on-demand products. And we've got proven bestsellers, ranges to suit all different seasons, and they can all be downloaded pretty much instantly. So if I go on here now, and I click on our Virtual Product Warehouse tab, you'll see the latest products here, and you can search by newest first, recently updated, bestsellers. You can limit to the top 10 only. But perhaps more importantly, if you're browsing, you can just click on the browse button there and you can search everything by category. So if you look around those categories, You can have a look at the different things. So I don't know, let's choose football as an example, or sports, and then you've got all the football sports clubs on there to have a look at the different gifts from those clubs. So I don't know, let's choose Brighton and Hove Albion. So then it will limit the selection on the screen to Brighton and Hove Albion. And we've got 134 Brighton and Hove Albion personalised products on there, which kind of shows the level of detail. And then we can say, well, actually, you know, I only want the top 10%. And then actually, I want to put them in not newest first, but best sellers first. So then immediately it shows me the best-selling Brighton Hove Albion products. And I could click the feeds button and download a feed for Amazon, for my retail website, for Magento, and we've got a whole range of new feeds available very shortly. So the virtual product warehouse is tip 4 because it gives you unlimited content, no inventory, hundreds of thousands of different products. So let's move on and we go for tip 5. Now, tip 5 is very interesting. It's the world of user-generated content. So you may well be familiar with sites like Cafe Press, Dazzle and Redbubble where they let artists upload. Well, you can do this on your own site now. We have tools available to do this. So if I just gave you an example here, if I went into my product database and I search for blank products, and if I I'm just going to go and search by so this is a leading wholesaler of a range of photo products, but I can then go on and tick a few of these products and say I want to create virtual products, choose my interactive designer or various other tools, and I'm just showing you really how easy it is. It then says I've chosen a square image. Let's go and get an image. So we'll go and get an image from here. So let's use Alexa this time. So it's done that image. If I then say save, it will then apply that image to those 3 products that I've selected. And if I didn't like them, I can edit those products, preview them, etc. And that could also publish on your website or go to an approval system for you. So it's a really good modern trend, particularly if you're in a particular niche. Allow people to create, share and sell products. Your users creating content for you. So tip 5. So our final tip for today, and you may have gathered we are packed full of these. These are just our top tips, is use or create marketplaces. So you probably saw earlier the Amazon logo popped up in one of the demos I was giving. Well, once you've got products in our CPP, we can create a feed to publish to Amazon, and we can automatically grab the orders for Amazon and get them printed and fulfilled. And that applies to most of the major marketplaces now. We're busy doing integrations for all of them. So I think, you know, that gives you, if you're a retailer, another channel, because like it or lump it, marketplaces account for around 60% of the world's e-commerce turnover. So if you're a retailer, trading on a marketplace as well isn't a bad idea. And also option 2, because we have so many products in the virtual product warehouse, it allows you to become a marketplace too. So you can choose products from other people to sell on your site that are fulfilled under your brand, because our systems allow them to be filled under your paperwork. So it enables you to expand your inventory and become a marketplace in your own right. So that was my whistle-stop tour. I always try and do these webinars in under 15 minutes, and it's about 15 minutes now, of the 6 top tips for how to get involved in personalization and on-demand. So I'm just going to recap those tips for you very quickly. So tip 1 It's not that difficult to get involved. All you need to do really is either have some print-on-demand products or add a text box to products on your site. Tip 2, add our smart link technology into your site. That gives you the ability to drive better conversions and have a more fun customization experience. Tip 3, don't ignore photo upload. There's so many things you can print them on now, and it's over 30% of the market. Tip 4, we've got content. There's tons of dropship content available. You can easily add that to your site. No extra cost in stock, just extra sales. Tip 5, if you've got a loyal user base and they might have some interesting content, let them generate some content. Curate it and publish that too. And tip 6, don't ignore marketplaces. They're such a big part of our world today. And you can even create your own. Thank you for listening.